It's sausage and peppers fried with garlic.
The werewolf threat has ended. The gypsy escaped from his cell, but at least Igor returned to town. He has told us that you saved him from death.
You say hello to the Burgermeister.
You are a very polite person. Perhaps I should learn some manners from you for dealing with strangers.
You tell the Burgermeister about how much you want to be a hero.
I am beginning to think that you must be quite a hero already. The gypsy has no doubt returned home to his people. They have an encampment to the east. I will be able to get a real night's sleep for once. I do not have to worry that the prisoner will be harmed or that he will escape now. The people of this town will settle down again. They cried so loudly for blood because they are tired of living so long in the shadow of fear. There is a rumor that perhaps I was mistaken in trying to drive you away from Mordavia, that perhaps you are the hero you claim to be. But you know how rumors are. You cannot always trust what you hear. Take care.
Igor very glad not to still be in grave. You Igor's friend now. Good to see you.
You tell Igor how you figured out he was stuck in the grave.
Lucky for Igor, you persistent hero.
You tell Igor the townspeople were worried while he was gone.
People miss Igor? You tell Igor a rumor? Igor now morgue happy than ever. Morgue happy, get it? Little graveyard humor there. Igor not give crypt key to strangers. You not stranger. Igor give crypt key to you. Grave accident? Little graveyard humor there. That good one. I like it. Igor carve headstone near grave. Igor fall in grave. Gravestone fall on grave. Igor not get out until you get him out of grave. Igor in grave danger. A little graveyard humor there. Staff been in town long time. Dimitri's grandfather brought staff to town. People say Doctor mad. Doctor not mad. Doctor just crazy. Oh, people not like gypsies. People think gypsies steal things. People think gypsies eat people. People think gypsies not normal like Igor.
You say goodbye to Igor. Igor nods cryptically. A little graveyard humor there. This is a little too easy now. You need to add more weight. You pick up 2 of the metal weights and put 1 in each of the baskets. Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now. After some rest, you feel better.
I have been preparing a research report to tell the world about my process for reanimating dead tissue. It is proving very difficult. I must omit no detail, or the more skeptical of my fellows will doubt my results. And yet, if I wait too long, some other scientist may publish first. Why, it is distinctly possible that there are hundreds, even thousands of experimental scientists even now animating their own corpses and trying to publish their results before mine. Then again, maybe there aren't.
You say hello to the scientist.
I am glad to see that you have survived for another visit here. Mordavia can be a dangerous place.
You tell Dr. Cranium about the many undead creatures abroad in Mordavia, about the rumors that vampires inhabit the castle.
There are, of course, no such thing as living undead. Frankie is the closest that science can come to such a thing, and she is a product of science, not of magic. Vampires, Rusalki, revenants, and wraiths are the products of superstition and fear. Their existence is scientifically impossible. I have been very busy lately preparing my research report. If you have any suggestions, this would be a good time to share them. Science is the basis of living an informed life. Without science, there is only ignorance and savagery. With it, we have all the benefits of technology, from such simple things as my potions and elixirs all the way up to masterpieces like Frankie. Here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink. Sip it if you get hurt, and its beneficial vitamins and other ingredients will help your body to recover quickly. Here you are, one freshly brewed universal poison antidote. Oh, to become a certified genius, one must obtain a certificate of genius from the Positively International Genius Society. There's a bit more to it than that, of course, but that's the gist. I'm the only pig in this area. If I told you about it, it would not be a secret anymore now, would it? All I can say is that the process involves lightning, life fluid, and an attractive, recently dead corpse. Oh, and considerable quantities of pepperoni pizza, of course. Publish or perish, they say. It is not sufficient just to be the greatest scientist in the world. One must also strive to be the best known. Otherwise, research grants can be hard to obtain.
The key to writing a research report is always to remember this. A pen can be driven, but a pencil must be led.
Many of the Academy scientists are greedy, self-centered, and dishonest. Some of them have negative attributes as well. It is best not to let other scientists know too much about one's research until one is ready to publish the final results.
You say goodbye.
If you should come across any interesting samples of unusual scientific specimens, please let me know. Perhaps I should keep the results of the Frankie experiment to myself. I am not sure if the world is quite ready for infinitely agreeable artificial women. I shall need to explore the situation much more closely to be certain.
thinking you see a gap beyond the western bushes, you take a mighty acrobatic leap over them.
So, what are you here for, besides my scintillating conversation? You know, if you keep going on doing all that hero stuff, you're gonna wind up with the Goody Two-Shoes blues. You know, black and blue and dead all over. So, have you got an excuse for being here, or have you just come to keep me company, or what? When I mentioned that you had visited the last time, she didn't exactly get out the welcome mat, if you know what I mean. But once she got over a temper tantrum, though, she got that smile on her face. I'd expect a warm greeting when you get in the hut. Like, you know, maybe you stewing in her cauldron. I was getting kind of bored hanging out here until you showed up. Now I'm dying, so to speak, to find out what happens when you and Baba meet again. Did I mention before that the hut's been kind of flighty lately? I think it's molting. They're just the guards. Nothing inside their skulls but some magic. Not exactly brilliant conversationalists like myself. Baba Yaga came from a place a bit to the east of here, but she always had a soft spot for this little valley. Said there was a lot of dark magic about this place, so she thought she'd spend the winter here before moving back home. You don't know much, do you? Lots of weird magic leaks out of the Dark One's cave west of here. That's why there's so many strange things around here, present company included. Hey, read some history books. This valley was famous because some cult tried to summon a Dark One here. That's plenty bad juju, even by Baba Yaga's standards. Dark Ones live in some sort of other dimension. They feed off energy, any kind of energy. They more or less sweat dark magic, which twists and mutates things around them. I love it. That's why Baba Yaga feels so at home here. Just enough dark magic to make life interesting, and no real Dark One to make things too dangerous. We come originally from Mother Saria. You know, big place to the east of here. When Baba got the yen to get away, we moved to Spielberg, and you know what happened there. So we came here. What, you mean that mortar over there? That's Baba Yaga's personal magic mortar. It's kinda like a flying rowboat. She uses the pestle for an oar. Hey, don't get any wild ideas about flying around in it. The only thing you could use it for is grinding things. The magic is Baba Yaga's specialty.
You wriggle into the thief sign position.
Oh, so Baba Yaga already took care of you. Oh, looks pretty bad. You better get that fixed if you can. Not bad, not bad at all. I can tell by the reflections in your eyes that it gives me character, makes me look mysterious and handsome. Hey, all right, you guys, this guy is okay by me. You can let him through.
Skulls line the pathway to a most peculiar chicken-legged hut. There can't be many like it. This must be Baba Yaga's hut, last seen in Spielberg.
It doesn't like you very much, I guess. Probably blames you for having to fly all the way from Spielberg. Maybe you could find something to win the bird-brained hut over and calm it down.
strangely familiar, scratchy voice shouts, "Now!"
Spirits of the frigid north, spin the water, draw it forth. Frosty spirits, summon twice, turn the water into ice.
You find yourself trapped in ice.
Come for a little visit, are we? A little chat, perhaps? We remembered the last time you came for a little visit, don't we, kids? You turned me into a frog, didn't you, ha? Thought I wouldn't remember you. You thought to yourself, let's just visit Baba Yaga and see what we can turn her into today. Well, you thought wrong, kiddo. Well, now you're here and all trapped like a fly in a web. Just looking at you reminds me of lunch. So, what'll it be, kids? Hero sandwiches or Hero on the half shell? Seeing as he is already frozen, we could just settle for a little ice cream sundae with whipped cream and nuts. Oh, good. We'll just skip the main course and go straight to dessert. Any last words from the soon-to-be supper?
You tell about Mr. Bones the Gnome and the reason you came here.
So, you come here to help the jester get back his jokes, huh? How fitting. He made a fool out of me because you made a frog out of me, and now I'll make food out of thee. Just desserts, after all. So now we can all have our favorite treat to eat. Isn't that right, kids?
You say something properly heroic.
Well, wasn't that inspiring, kids? Guess we'll have bologna and freeze for snackies. East, west, hut's a mess. It suits me. I'm not fond of 20 questions. It upsets my digestion. Gnome? What gnome? He is my head deadhead. Enough chit-chat. Let's get down to snack. You'd rather have pie. What? Pie? Oh, elderberry pie. It's true we haven't had that for a long while. But I can't very well make one now. I don't have any of the ingredients. Oh, poo. Now that you mention it, I'd really like some elderberry pie, with or without ice cream. You're right. He did bring us a mandrake, didn't he? And it made such a lovely mousse. Very well. But it means no ice cream for now. So, Mr. Tender Morsel, I'll give you another chance. Bring me some fresh elderberry pie, and I won't have you for dessert. Agreed? Good.
Vigorously, you nod your head in agreement.
Good. Bring us some fresh elderberry pie, or we'll just settle for Adam's apple pie and minced meat instead. We'll recycle this ice around this fool for iced knee later. Hero Lout, now get out.
Well, what have we here? Back in one piece? I sure never expected to see you outside of a quiche again. Boy, I can't believe she didn't eat you. I guess the sweet tooth is bothering her again. Fortunately for you, she didn't get a yearning for sweet breads instead. She didn't give you the recipe. All right, let's see. You'll need a pie pan for starch. You'll need bone meal for a crust, grue goo for flavoring, and elderberry berries, of course. Well, it won't be on the shelf with the flour and cornmeal. You'll probably need to make it yourself. Get some bones and grind them. Hey, don't look at me like that. You know, Baba wouldn't like it if you use bones she knows personally, but a bone meal, if you know what I mean. How should I know how you get a pie pan? You're the one with the skull still stuffed with brains. Use them! That's the stuff that leaks out of the Dark One's cave. It's kind of like molasses gone bad. Really bad. You'll need to pick them right off the elderberry bush. Careful or you'll make it cry. There's nothing worse than elderberry whines. I don't know much about it. I don't get around much after all. I think it's a mean green to the northwest. Hey, careful around it. If you destroy it, you'll make Baba very displeased with you. On the other hand, it could destroy you. She sent you after an elderberry pie? Well, you're not gonna find that one in the freezer section of your local store. Good luck with the elderberry bush. You'll need it.
There's something strange about this bush. Maybe it's the eyes. Oh, forget it. It's probably just an ordinary, everyday bush with blood-red berries and tentacle-like branches. You grab a handful of rocks. You grab a handful of rocks. You grab a handful of rocks. You've managed to knock a branch with some berries loose from the bush. You strip the berries from the loose branch and carefully store them in a pocket in your backpack.
Hello again. You are a most brave man to wander so freely in the Moldavian woods. We never did have any children. Olga and I really wanted a child, really we did. I think that was why she took in so many stray cats. Come back again sometime. It's good to have someone to talk to, besides myself.
I just wanted to thank you for saving me. Not many people would try to help a gypsy. Particularly when everyone thinks that they are werewolves. Gypsies are not werewolves. You cannot believe the lies of the townsfolk. Visit our camp to the east sometime, and we will welcome you as only the gypsies can. Gypsies are not werewolves, but we are shape-changers. I hope to see you again sometime. Farewell!
Nikolai has disappeared from his home. The last time I saw him, he said something about finding Anna. I fear he is dead. Good day. I went searching last evening to see if I could find Nikolai, but I found nothing. He was an old man and could not survive the forest at night. Of that I am certain.
You tell about Anna's ghost and Nikolai.
So that is why he was excited about Anna. He has gone to her, I guess. Maybe they will be together again. It's nice to believe so. I will miss Nikolai. He was a good man. I've been looking after him for so many years. It will take some getting used to not having Nikolai around. Nikolai has not been seen in some time. He seemed so happy when last I saw him. He really thought he was going to see Anna. Perhaps he did. There was some talk of werewolves again when the townfolk realized that Nikolai was gone, but I stopped it. There will be no more of that here if I can help it. Take care.
I suppose you heard that the gypsy didn't kill Igor after all. Dmitri has set the gypsy free. No good will come of it. You mark my words. The man was clearly a werewolf.
Tell Olga that Boris doesn't see any reason to keep the shop open when there's nothing left to sell.
No business. You just tell that man about my avocado and garlic sandwiches. People come in and buy them all the time.
Tell Olga about what you've been doing in Moldavia.
And be sure and keep me informed. I need to know everything that goes on around here. Someone's got to have a clue after all. If Boris talks to you again, you tell him I'm fixing his favorite sandwiches.
Avocado and garlic and pumpkin wheat bread. Oh, I used to love those. What would you like to know about? Word has it that you rescued the gravedigger, buried alive in his own grave. What a gruesome thought! Why, if you hadn't come across him, who knows what would have happened to him? Well, the gypsy may not have eaten the gravedigger, but that still doesn't explain why he was hanging around town. We'll all be eaten by that werewolf yet. Yuri hasn't been the same since his daughter was stolen away 2 years ago. Gypsies took her, I told him so. Never listens to me, though. He's not doing much business at the inn either, except for those lazy excuses for farmers that hang out there, and an occasional visitor. He'd go broke. The Borgovs used to live in the castle north of town. The last Borgov was said to have disappeared under suspicious circumstances. However, no one seems to know just what happened to him. Vampires, is it? There's talk that those strangers up in Castle Borgov are never seen by day and can't abide the smell of good old garlic. If you are going to do any wandering outside town, make certain you have some garlic with you, just in case. As my lost husband used to say, may all your travels lead somewhere.
Welcome again. It is so good to speak with you as always. The woods around here seem almost frightening at times. When you arrive, I know it is only my imagination that makes me nervous.
You tell Boris about Olga's avocado and garlic sandwiches.
How I used to love her avocado and garlic sandwiches. We had them on our wedding night, you know. You should have seen the garlic and avocado flowers decorating our wedding cake. Oh, beautiful. And she baked the cake herself. Oh, she always was a good cook. You remind me of how much I miss my wife. I shall go back and visit her. I remember our wedding day. She was beautiful in her gown. She had even embroidered little garlic cloves and avocados around the edges. We danced the night away. I am very sorry, but I can only open this gate by the command of the master. The master seldom leaves the castle and has few guests. I do not know if anyone at the castle is named Katrina. My house is just inside the gates, and I seldom see anyone from the castle. Since the last boyar passed away many years ago, the castle has been uninhabited until recently. Now it is owned by the master, who is also my employer. It is not a bad job. I am paid well and on time.